Emerged as a bona fide all-star in this league.
Tyrese Maxey, like Paul George and Joel Embiid, now all paid as Ron Holland II gets the bucket.
Holland, and he's got great wingspan but basically he's going to translate to a small forward in this league. And
McClain lets fly short right into the waiting arms of Holland.
Looked like maybe Wendell Moore got a piece of that, or a piece potentially of McCain's wrist.
There's Holland on the other end off the glass.
Yeah, you're going to see it. That kind of length doesn't come around every day, and of course, you know what Giannis Antetokounmpo has turned himself into because he's got incredible work ethic, and he's added to his game.
It's surreal, kind of like, you see all the tweets and all those different things, but when he's finally signed, it's actually official. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Have you been able to chat with him yet?
I have chatted with him a lot, man. I think, I'm going to hop on this podcast soon, and be attending the podcast.
Yourself this summer, what have you been up to?
Yeah, I mean, this is a very different summer, I know, as far as, like, the contract and stuff, so I had to kind of limit my working out a little bit, you know what I mean? But now I get to ramp it back up, but it's been great.
Summer League in Vegas. Holland, the 5th pick in the draft on the float.
You saw the touch on that floater. This is his game. It looked like
Zealous with the bully ball.
Man, this kid is lively. He's back.
And Holland right back at you.
Back at him.
The former G League Ignite.
You giving away cars next?
We're giving away dunks.
Hey,
Zealous then
I can't
Holland.
jump anymore.
Phillips, the 2nd-round pick last year from the Bulls. Holland from the wing, bucket.
Sanogo was on the Molly's U17 team before moving to the States for high school, and then as we saw him just becoming a champ, most outstanding player for UConn, spending 3 seasons with them, and now
Stewart loses it in the paint. Jenkins comes up. There's Holland on the break, and Holland gives a facial to Drell. Ron Holland, Flight School 101 from Bazelis, and then that alley-oop throwdown. Holland against Bazelis, Holland over Bazelis, Holland with the bucket. On the other end, Holland comes up with it. He finds Klintman back to Holland, who is denied by Seaborn, but Holland back at it again. Down by 7. And a turnover. Holland comes up with it. Sasser back to Holland. The power dribble, the power finish.
Jenkins pushing the tempo the other way. Outside look, great pass for Ron Holland, the 2nd for 3.
That's what he's working on. Under 20% so far in Summer League, so it hasn't been dropping early.
Detroit turns it over. Filipowski lost it behind his back in the hands of Holland. 2-on-1 opportunity. Sasser to Holland, who missed the lay-in. Justice the other way. Justice wants 3. No good. And Holland quickly ahead to Klintman. Holland getting it back. A collision inside. Bucket and the foul.
He may have missed the layup that was a little easier. This was a tough one. Spent some time in a 2-way with Memphis, with Philadelphia, still kind of trying to find his place and his fit in the league.
Holland lining up the 3, and that looked good.
And so I mentioned earlier about Ronald Holland II.
Taken 32nd overall in the draft last month. Here's Holland driving on Lofton, hanging and finishing.
You got Taylor Hendricks, that was the number 9 overall pick last year for the Jazz.
Again, Holland showing the elevation and getting the bucket. Holland gives it up. Sasser back to Holland. On the drive, a lot of contact, and he kisses it off the window. Ron Holland the 2nd, 14 first-half points.
Uses his
An outstanding bowl game tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Off the turnover, Holland on the wing, driving to the cup, got the lay-in, switched it to the left.
Instincts, and we heard him talking at halftime.
Come out to Vegas to compete in the Summer League. Lofton having to give it up. Sine lost the handle, it's a turnover. Holland, highlight, rocks the cradle.
It's been Ronald Holland the 2nd, the throwdown. Oh! There's a flare on this one. Reverse windmill. He gets up. I mean, that's
human highlight reel.
Gigi Jackson, who was great with the Grizzlies last season, had 20 points.
Holland downhill. Oh, little English off the window with the reverse.
Speaking of the comeback by the Pistons, a big part of that round.